Hey guys, today I'm sitting down to film my memory keeping spread for, I think this was the third week in October. It was this kind of mashup I used of both the Scribble Prints Co. and Glam Planner kits that featured this Bloomsicle artwork. I used bits and pieces from both kits, and I did save all the leftovers because I'm sure I will use them together next year too, because I had tons and tons of leftovers. But I really liked both kits and there were elements I liked from both, so I kind of incorporated everything all together. This wasn't a super crazy week, so I am feeling like I'll be able to get through this pretty quickly. I've started trying to film. I did do memory keeping, which you'll see like when I do my yearly flip through for the last couple weeks of October, but every time I sat down to film, I felt like I had nothing to talk about. Or, things have been really busy, but it's not really stuff that is interesting to talk about or has interesting stories to go along with it. It's been a lot of boring house stuff and work and just general stress and anxiety, which, not exactly the most fun subjects to talk about. So depending on how I get into the groove, I may fast forward through setting up sort of parts of the foundation of the week, if that makes sense. But yeah, this week I'm using the SPC Boo Ultimate Kit, and I loved this kit last year. She only offered it as a mini kit, and I used it in my fitness planner, but I also went ahead and filled out my sidebar stuff just ahead of time so that would be a little bit easier. But I am going to use these instead of the black heart checklists. And I also, trying to make this a little easier and a little less rambly and time intensive, pulled out stickers that I think I'm going to use. In some cases I gave myself a few options, but pulled out stuff that way I'm not spending half the time digging through my stickers, because I just feel like I get sidetracked super easily and lose track of what I'm talking about when I have to stop and dig through all my stickers. So I'm going to start by putting down these flags. So this week was the week before my birthday, and then my birthday week, that had a lot more going on. That'll be a fun one to memory keep. But this was sort of I don't know. October was a weird month for me where I felt very stressed out and exhausted pretty much the whole month, but I think it was just burnout after all of the moving and everything. Sometimes I've noticed when I get stressed out, I am almost more anxious after everything is said and done, and does that make sense? Sort of like once all the really hard parts are over, my body relaxes, and that's when I get the worst stress and anxiety feelings, which is pretty weird, but I know I've talked to other people that have the same sort of thing where you're able to cope when there's a ton of chaos going on, but as soon as things calm down, that's when you're hit with all of the residual stress. So it's just been a weird month. I felt off. I haven't really planned at all, which is weird for me. I mean, I've planned in my own personal planner, but I haven't filmed. I haven't even really wanted to film. And usually I really look forward to sitting down and filming these, and I've just been not really feeling it. So I sort of let myself not do this for a little bit. This is kind of crooked. I don't want to peel it up, and I don't want to get the undo out for a full box. It'll be a little crooked. Oh well. So yeah, and it just feels weird and stilted every time I sit down, because I feel like I'm talking about how busy and how stressed out I am, and then you guys are actually seeing my plans, and then I feel like a fraud, or like, oh, why am I feeling so overwhelmed and so busy, and like I haven't had a second to myself? But when I look at this on a planner, And, you know, I don't write down everything I do in a day on my planner. There's definitely times when there's, you know, so much going on, or all the little things, you know, like the things that aren't big enough to write down on your to-do list, or just that kind of stuff doesn't make it onto the planner. But yeah, that's sort of been what's up with me. This week I really liked this spread, but I didn't use my planner a ton this week. I used it a lot. I like did set aside some relaxation that weekend because I could tell that I was just burning out. So I pretty much sat and read an entire book on Saturday, which I don't think I've read a whole book in one go. I don't know, it's been a while, but it was An Enchantment of Ravens, which was a new book that I process all the new books at my library, and it came across my desk, and I really, really enjoyed it. I actually ended up taking it home because I saw it was an Ohio author, and she went to Miami, which is my alma mater, Miami University in Ohio, not Miami, Florida. And I was like, oh, she went to Miami. I'll, you know, at least give it a try just to, you know, support my fellow Miami alumni. But yeah, it ended up being really like a fun fantasy read. I really enjoyed it. But I hadn't sat down and read a book in so long. So since then I always find that I'm happier when I'm reading more. So I've been reading more physical books, but also I've been listening to way more audiobooks. I mean, I always have an audiobook going, but I've been going through them pretty fast over the last couple months, last couple of weeks. That's what I mean. So it's been about, I don't know, 5 weeks, and I'd say I've been going through sometimes more than one audiobook a week. So it's just, I always feel happier when I'm reading stories. It's just something about it that I feel, maybe because I get to spend my imaginative energy picturing a world instead of my imaginative energy picturing all of the things that could possibly go wrong, and I don't know. But I have read lots of good books, and I need to order more of them because I've gone through them so quickly because I've started so many books. But I've really liked the Moonlight Paper Co., her started reading, and then I also have currently reading, so I've kind of been doing, when I do my spread, whatever book I'm carrying over from the week before, I'll put on Monday with the currently reading. But I need to get this because there's been multiple weeks I've used more than one. Even though I'm looking at this, I've only used 7, but I feel like it's a sheet that I need to have more than one of. Okay, let's get this down. Okay, so I'm gonna fast forward through putting down the headers. I'm debating, do I want to use, I might actually save the glitter headers and use these just because I really like the black font on them. So I'm gonna go ahead and put down headers and full boxes and just fast forward through this, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. I do have my birthday countdown stickers from Coffee Monsters Co. that I'm going to find a way to sneak in somewhere here. I really want to use them in this spread since this was, the week before my birthday, so it'll start with like 10 days till my birthday. But let's get started on Monday. So Monday I had a bill due. And I'm not going to color block this. I'm cool without, because the colors are kind of all mixed up. So we have a bill due, and Joe was on call. So let's grab a quarter box, and we'll move it up a little bit. And on the freebie, there's a stethoscope, which is perfect for marking. He has about 1 call a week, so whenever I use these kits, it works nicely. And then I did a grocery pickup that night, so I'm gonna grab maybe one of the labels from the sheet with the solid washi. I have everything all mixed up here. I'm a mess. All right, here we go. Labels. Put that down. And then I'm going to grab the unicorn grocery shopping stickers from Sweet Kawaii Design because I thought these would match this kit really well. The colors for grocery pickup. And I didn't have anything else. Oh, actually, I'm going to mark it up here because I didn't have anything else going on. I'm going to use a flag. Our basement flooded. Now I'm remembering why this week was so stressful. That would make sense. I remembered the stress, but I couldn't remember why. It wasn't super bad, but it brought a lot of mud in because there's some freshly dug up dirt along part of our house, and apparently if like earth is loose and water's coming through, it'll bring like some of the loose dirt, hence mud, and here the soil's very clay-like, so it was all over the basement. Half of the basement where like the laundry is. We had to throw away the carpet square that was in front of the washer and dryer. Thank goodness the washer and dryer were up on like a platform, so like a concrete poured platform thing, so they did not get mud all over them. But it was just, we were trying to figure out what was going on. Luckily my husband's uncle is a contractor and he saved the day. So I'm gonna get I have several different iterations of Angry Munchkins somewhere in here. All of my stuff got all shifted around. I think that pretty much sums up how I felt about that day. And Joe was on call, so I came home from work and I was by myself, so it wasn't like Joe was there to deal with it with me. This is kind of crooked. And I was just very, very overwhelmed by, I pretty much just went downstairs and was like, nope, and then walked upstairs and ignored it for the rest of the night. Need to get this undue to dry. I did like mop up some water that was by the washer and dryer, like where there were some puddles, but a lot of it had already dried, so there was just like this caked on, like, I don't know, half an inch of clay, mud, dirt all over everything, which was pretty gross. I'm also gonna undo this and move it up to center it with the flag. It wouldn't be a plan with me if I didn't move everything 800 times. Okie dokie, stick down more once it's dry all the way. Okay. And then on Tuesday, I had a TV show, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I also had plated. And our city utilities were due, which is everything except for gas and internet here. So water, garbage, sewer, electric, like all that stuff is all in one neat, tidy bill, which is nice just because it's fewer bills to pay and it's easier to keep track of. So on Wednesday, I have my cleaning list. And then we had 2 bills due, which I brought out my multicolored bill dues for. I do use these quite a bit. We'll do this light pink. I didn't think about that. There's a little thing with a dollar sign. Oh, but I also had South Park. I'm actually gonna move this to Thursday. I know I always do it on Wednesday, but I didn't even do most of this stuff until later in the week. Actually, I don't think I did. I watered my orchid this week. I think I forgot to do that. So I didn't do any of it because I didn't check it off here. Okay, so I let the undo dry and moved that over there. So I had South Park and then another bill due. Which one? I'll just do this other pink. It works, it's close enough. And I have the bill dues in South Park. That was the only other thing. Oh, it was also trash day. Can I fit that in there? Like a trash day little thing? Maybe. Maybe. It's just the full block is covered up. That's fine. There was a lot that went on this day. Even outside of little things. And then I pulled out my Sweet Kawaii Design garbage pails with the cute little bows for trash day. And then Thursday, the only thing I had was 1 week till my birthday, but I will use those as the countdown. And then Friday for little things was SPC new releases. And Saturday, I had started reading An Enchantment of Ravens. We'll do, kind of want to pull in like a purple. I don't know which one works best. I feel like the pinks match more closely. Guess I'll do the pink. That, and then I also needed to charge my Fitbit. So I'm gonna grab a label here. And get a Little Miss Papery Fitbit, not Fitbit, but a charge battery. I'll do the light blue one. And put that in. And then on Sunday, our mortgage draft got taken out, so another bill due. Which one do I think will work the best? Do I want to do another? I'll do the hot pink, but I'll move it up here so it's a little different. And then also plan next week, which is on the freebie here. Alright, so that's sort of like the little things for the week. So then I'm going to go in and do the rest of the week. Okay, so I didn't have anything on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Jim, my husband's uncle, came over and he pretty much saved our butts and helped us clean out the basement and figured out some of what was going on and sort of what our next steps are, because he's a contractor, or was a contractor. I think he's retired now, but it was really, really helpful and saved us a lot of money. So I'm gonna put that down, and I pulled out my Once More with Love superhero munchkins, because Jim was a superhero and came over and really helped us. And on Thursday, I went out for drinks with my friend Clay, who I work with. Get a half box. What color do I want to use? We'll do the blue. And once again pulled out Sweet Kawaii Design. I feel like a lot of her color schemes just went really well with this week. The pastel blue, pink, purple, she has a lot of that in her stickers. So I'll put that drink down. And then on Friday, I finished my Ready Player One audiobook. I'm actually going to use these, once again, Sweet Kawaii Design, because it just matches so well. I'm actually going to put this in Little Things. And then I had just sort of like a half box here. It was just a really cozy night at home, just cuddled up and relaxed. I'm gonna put a half box down, and I was gonna get a seasonal. That is the one thing I forgot to pull out. I wanted to get like a seasonal cozy sort of sticker. I'll do this older Coffee Monsters Co. Cozy Up sticker. I keep a stack of whatever season, my like munchkins or anything from Scribble Prince Co. or any shop. I have a section that I kind of change out seasonally in my main sticker binder where I keep, not binder, but accordion. So then on Friday, it was just, or not Friday, this is definitely Saturday. Saturday was just a really chill day. I read pretty much the whole day. I did a couple small like to-dos, a couple cleaning things, but it was mostly just I sat and read and didn't do a whole lot of anything, which was really nice. So I'm going to use this patterned label and put down a coffee cup, because I just had my coffee and chilled and read, and it was really nice. And then Sunday, I didn't have anything else going on. I forgot to put this back on. I just realized it's been sitting on my hand the whole time. Where did it go? Okay, so that was everything for the week. Are there any icons or anything that I want to add up here? Okay. Saturday we vacuumed, and Wednesday I did do a load of laundry after we cleaned up the basement because Joe's clothes were covered in mud, and I had to clean up some towels that we, like wash towels, rag towels that we used to clean things up. That was that. Okay. And then my birthday countdown stickers. I can finally find a place to put these in. I could put that there and move things around, or I'll just put it there. I love these stickers, they're so cute. Ooh, I could, oh, I actually like use to-dos there. I did not use those to-dos. And this was a week until my birthday. Six. Five. Four. Okay, so that is everything. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this out, and then I'll be back to decorate. So before I do deco, the one thing I forgot to do was put down the cleaning bottle on my cleaning list, and that would be everything. So this is what is left of the kit before I do deco. I didn't use a lot of it, and I still have glitter headers left. Could definitely get another full kit out of this and use, you know, date covers instead of doing a ton of deco on top. There's the freebie, and then where's the front page? There it is. So I like barely touched the whole front of this. Oh, I could put the sheets. We'll put that down. I forgot that's on these kits. So I'm going to do some deco across the top, and I definitely won't be able to use all of this, but yep, and then that's it. Alright guys, so this is the finished spread. I really love how this kit came out. I loved it last year. I love it this year. So yeah, I know it's a little late in the game for Halloween spreads, but I wanted to stick with the spreads I had planned since, you know, I didn't anticipate basically, oh, let's check this off, not really filming anything for the month of October. That was not something I planned, but you know, you guys are gonna get some late Halloween spreads. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I will be posting a little bit more regularly. I really do miss doing this, so hopefully as things kind of calm down, get back into the swing of things. So yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.